Hey, this is Jamey from Stegmaier Games, and I am back for another round of Rolling Realms today. Today with the actual Rolling Realms realm, the realm based on Rolling Realms. So with this realm, you can put a number in any of these little sections. They're faces on these three worlds. And when you do, you cross off a resource directly below it and gain that resource, one of the three resources. And at the end of the round, what you're trying to do, or throughout the round, what you're trying to do is complete each of these worlds with different numbers on each of the faces. And if you do that, you get a star. Also, for each world that has its sum add up to the same sum as another world, you gain a star as well. So, for example, if all the numbers here add up to 10, and all the numbers here add up to 10, and this one adds up to 11, for this one, there's another world that matches it, so you get a star. For this one, there's a world that matches it, so you get a star. This one doesn't match any other world. The sum doesn't, so you wouldn't get an extra star for that one. So that's Rolling Realms. For Viticulture, you're going to circle a grape and gain the number, or gain the benefit directly below it. You'll circle a grape using a specific number, and then probably later on in the round, you'll use a die or use a number plus one or more grapes that add up to at least 10, 11, or 12, and then you'll cross off the corresponding wine order and gain 2 stars. And last, we have Scythe. You have a few options in Scythe. You can either use a specific number in the top row to cross off that section and gain a resource. So I could use a 2 to cross off this section and gain a heart. Or I could use a specific number to cross off the bottom row, in which case I will have to spend a resource, but in doing so, I gain a star. Or, and this is the best thing to do in Scythe, you use a specific number to cross off a top row section, you gain a resource, and then right away, without using another die or a specific number, you simply pay the resource costs directly below it and gain a star and cross off that section too. So it's possible in Scythe to only need to use 6 turns to get all the resources and all the stars. So let's jump right in. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you have any questions. It looks like Tim is here. He says he's excited to showcase Wingspan next month. Yeah, Tim is going to help us show Wingspan at your brother's bookstore. Thank you so much for doing that, Tim. So we have an 8 and a 2 with the first roll. 8, no, I'm sorry, a 6 and a 2. You can't roll an 8 in this game. A 6 and a 2. A little early for Scythe. I don't think we need to do that yet. 6 is great in Viticulture, so let's go ahead and use a 6 over here and get a pumpkin. And I'd love to get a 1 out of Rolling Realms. So let's use 2. We'll put it over here over here. Cross off that to get a coin. And I'll go ahead and use that coin over here and oh, no, no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I was thinking Viticulture, but not in Scythe. Facebook is telling me that the frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60 FPS. Don't know what that means. Let's see how we do that. I don't know how to do that. It does say that there is a low frame rate here. I don't know why. Let's see, settings. I don't want to click out of the video. Okay, we're still live here. It just says it's automatic. Okay, well, hopefully you are seeing this okay. Interesting. Now the video is, sorry, the video is much smaller now. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, hopefully this looks okay to you. Sorry about that. Odd little pop-up to get there. All right. Okay, rule number 2. Sorry about that. We have a 6 and a 3. A 6 and a 3. So I could fill a wine order on my second turn if I wanted to with that second 6. Seems a little early to do that though. So let's instead use a 3 over here in, let's use it here in Rolling Realms to get a heart. And then use a 6 over here in Scythe to cross off the 6, gain a pumpkin, and right away I'll spend a heart to, oh, and I do actually have that coin from last round. Use a heart to cross off the bottom row section and gain a star for Scythe right away. We'll see if I regret that later for Viticulture. Tim says it looks good for him. Thank you, Tim. I'm glad it's hopefully operating okay. All right, turn 3. Lots of high numbers here. 6 and a 5. Maybe this is a sign that I should use, although I'm tempted to use the 5 in viticulture. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the 5 right there in viticulture. Get a pumpkin. And we'll put the 6. Let's put the 6 over here in Rolling Realms right there and get a heart. And then I'll use a 1 value coin in Scythe to cross off this 1 and then spend that heart that I just gained. I didn't mark it. I'm not marking things well today. Use this heart there. I gain a coin from that and I gain a star from Scythe. I think I've gained all the pumpkins that I should have. 1 pumpkin, 2 pumpkins, 3 pumpkins. Yeah. Okay, I'm good on pumpkins. All right. Turn 4. Tim, are you playing along so far? How are you doing with this? We have a 4 and a 3. 4 and 3 add up to 7, and so if I had 2 coins, I could use those 2 coins to copy one of these dice. I don't currently have that, but I might be able to have it by the end of this turn. So let's see. So I could use, let's use the 4 over here in Scythe. Yeah, 4 in Scythe. And that gives me a coin. And now I can spend a pumpkin to cross off this bottom row section and get a star. I now have 2 coins, so I could copy one of these dice if I wanted to, and I might do that. I think I'd like to use the 3 over here in Rolling Realms. 3 to get a pumpkin. And yeah, I'm tempted to copy the 4 because I'd love to have a 4 over here in Viticulture too. Let's do it. We'll copy the 4. We haven't used Viticulture yet this turn, so that's okay. And that gets me a heart. Great. All right, that was turn 4. Seems like we're making pretty good progress so far. Yesterday's combination was really difficult. Had some low scores there. A 6 and a 3. This looks like a wine order fill and roll here. A 6 and a 3. Okay. Although I'd love to get a coin down there for Scythe. But we might be able to pull that off. Okay, let's go ahead and use the 6 over here in Viticulture. 6 plus 6 is 12. That gets me 2 stars. The 3, I'd like to get a coin in motion. So I think I'll use the 3 over here in Rolling Realms. Although, will this prevent me from doing what? So if I put a 3 here, 3 plus 6 plus say a 1 would be 10. Yeah, that's possible. So let's put a 3 right there and get a coin. That way I have a coin if I want it to complete one of these bottom row sections of Scythe. All right, turn 6. A 4 and a 6. So many 6s this round. Really good for Viticulture. Great for Viticulture. 4 and 6. I really need a 5 over here. A 4 might work over here if I did 4 plus 3. No, because I'm thinking I want them to all add up to 10 at this point over here in Rolling Realms, if I can do that. So a 5 is what I really want. Although a 2 could work as well. Yeah, maybe I'll do a 6 there. We'll see. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, let's go with sorry, I'm glitching here because I'm trying to figure out Rolling Realms instead of focusing on what I need to do over here in the other realms. 4 inside, that doesn't do much, although I could just use it in the bottom row there. It seems slightly early to do that, so I'm not going to do anything inside this turn. The 4 I don't think works great in Rolling Realms, unfortunately. And also does not work great in Viticulture. So I think what I want to do is use the 6 in Viticulture. Cross that off. 6 plus 5 is 11. And Ricardo says that he doesn't own the Rolling Realms room and can't play. Ricardo, I should have said this at the beginning. It's totally okay for you to play along with me with another realm. So just throw in another realm in there for now if you want to play along. That is totally fine. Yeah, if you don't have Rolling Realms yet, just throw something else in there so you can play along. So I use the 6. Now I'm going to manipulate that 4 into a 5 because I really would like a 5 there. And I've completed this world now. I get a pumpkin. Because I've completed this world in Rolling Realms and all the numbers are different, I get a star. All right. Turn 7. Turn 7, 7. A 2 and a 1. My first really low roll. Let's see if that benefits me at all. Yeah, it actually does help me over here a little bit. I would love a 1 in Rolling Realms right there. And a 2 works fine over here. So let's go with that. So a 1 here. That completes that realm. It gets a star. Gets me a star and a heart. And then the 2 is pretty good over here inside. There's a 2. I can also cross off the bottom row by spending a pumpkin. I get a heart. And I get a star. Ricardo, I'm trying to think of the realms that I'm not using this week. Which ones aren't I using? If you want to use My Little Scythe, I don't think is in here this week. Yeah, go with My Little Scythe if you want to throw one in here for Rolling Realms. Turn 8. A 5 and a 1. Let's see if that works out. It's not quite what I need in Viticulture. Looks like something I do need in Scythe, and that 1. Could I work with that 1? Yeah, so if I got a little lucky here in Rolling Realms, I could put a 1, and then I would need another 6 in Rolling Realms, which is a bit of a gamble. If I put a 5 here in Rolling Realms, I would only need a 2 to complete that realm. The 1 doesn't do me a lot of good, though, unfortunately. I could also copy one of these numbers if I need to, and I might need to. So if I need more than 1 5, but really I need a 6 over here in Viticulture. What do I want to do? Should I put the 5 in Rolling Realms and then duplicate it for Scythe? Yeah, I lean towards that. Let's put the 5 in Rolling Realms. Let's get a pumpkin. We'll use the 1 in Viticulture, which is fine. It helps a little bit. It gets me a coin. And then we'll use 3 hearts to copy the 5 and use it over here in Scythe, which gains me another heart. Cross off this bottom row to gain, or to spend a coin, not gain a coin, spend a coin. All right, Ricardo is going to join us with My Little Scythe. I should have said that at the beginning, Ricardo. I'm glad that you popped in to ask about that. Final turn, what are we looking for here? I would love a 5 or a 6 in Viticulture because you can go over the wine order value that you need. I need a 3 or a 2. I need multiple numbers here. And I need a 2 over here in Rolling Realms. Let's see what we get. There's a 6, and a 3 isn't too far off from a 2. So 6 is great. 6 we can work with. We can cross off that 4, cross off that wine order. Fantastic. Probably not going to finish everything here. Oh, and I got a star inside that I didn't mark. It's probably best for me to go for Rolling Realms here. So I can manipulate this 3 into a 2. Manipulate that 3 into a 2. That completes this realm. Again, it adds up to 10. All the numbers are different. And all of these now add up to 10, which is awesome. So I get the full Rolling Realm stars. I have the full Viticulture stars. And I don't have... Oh, and I get a heart for doing that. I get a heart. And I think that's where I peter out a little bit because even though I guess I could have used the 3 over here in Scythe, but if I had done that, I would have gained a pumpkin. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So even though I could have done the bottom row, I wouldn't have had a 2 to use over here in Rolling Realm. So I think that was the right call. I ended up with a good score. I mean, this is 17.3, so I am very happy with that. Tim, if you're playing along, let me know how you did. Ricardo, I know you're catching up, so feel free to comment after you've caught up, and I will go ahead and post this video over in YouTube, hopefully with an okay FPS based on what Facebook is telling me. Thanks for playing along, and I will be back tomorrow for the final round of this game of Rolling Realms. Take care. Bye.